What's up, everyone? So, yesterday I was talking to my dad about wage labor and how it is theft, generally in the United States at least, and probably in many other parts of the world where the United States and capitalism in general has its fingers rooted in the economy of whatever country it is. So anyway, I was explaining to him via the bike shop analogy that I like to use, and I told him this person makes bikes, gets this much money, and then he hires this person on to make bikes just like he does, but this person gets paid half of what their labor actually produces. And he says, well, is the employee paying for the lights? Are they paying for the materials? Are they paying for the shop to stay open? And then we got on the topic of taxes, and that was just a whole hour-long conversation. But when I say that wage labor is theft, it means, like, I'm not against the owner of a business to make more money than the employees to keep the business open. What I am against is when you fuck the person who is working for you so that you can make more money. So, for example, back to the bike shop. If you're selling the bikes for $20, well, no. Yeah, like if you're selling the bikes for $20 and that's what the labor produces. So, like, you taking these raw materials and making them into a bike produces $20 of value, then the employee should get the $20 of value that they created. If you give them $10 for them doing $20 of work, that is theft. But if you give them $20 and sell the bike for $30 so that you can pay yourself a little bit and keep the lights on and buy new tools or whatever you need to do, that is perfectly fine. Like, nobody is getting fucked there. Like, you may say, oh, the consumer is getting fucked then, so you're just passing it on to the consumer. Well, if everybody gets paid a fair amount, for example, like if you get paid $10 for each bike, then that's half the amount you would have normally. So yeah, if you were to buy expensive goods and shit because they were made ethically and nobody was getting fucked, then yeah, it'd be really hard to afford that kind of stuff. But if everybody was paid their $20 for their bike and not fucked out of their money, they would be able to afford higher priced goods because they're making more money as well. So yeah, I have no problem with anybody making money as long as nobody is getting fucked. But in the system of capitalism, the goal is to make profit. If you are not profiting, you're failing. If you break even, you didn't win, you lost. If you lost money, you super fucking lost. And a way that a lot of companies make money is they skim off the top, or that's a nice way of putting it. They fucking take a half or 2/3 of the fucking labor that their employees produce. And a lot of people don't understand that concept of labor producing value. So if I have a block of wood, let's say a fucking tree branch fell off of a tree, and I grab the tree branch and I chop it into pieces, and I make a nice little stack out of it, and I can sell it for like $3 as firewood, because the $3 comes from me grabbing it and doing the labor of chopping it into pieces to make firewood. That's where the value comes from. So my effort, my labor to go and collect these sticks and chop it up and then make it look kind of nice, I guess, or wrap it up, that's where the value comes from. So you don't have to do that. Now, if I took the same pile of sticks and I got my wood carving set out and I spent like weeks or a month or something carving all these little pieces into like chess pieces, then I could sell it for way more, because I put way more labor into it. The labor that I put into this product is what gives it its value. The fucking tree branch has no value. Alright? I mean, there are raw materials that we give value to, like gold and silver and diamonds and shit, but like that's just like, I don't understand why. They're just raw material. I mean, I guess I understand why. It's for raw material and it's a finite object and we need to use it for lots of stuff. But I mean, really, what value does gold have other than the fact that it looks nice and we've indoctrinated people into it being a sign of wealth? So yeah, I can't really think of anything that gold is practically used for. If you know something that gold is actually used for that helps people live better lives, then let me know. I know that diamonds are very useful in like cutting tools. That there's diamond blades to cut really hard materials for construction and whatnot. So diamonds are totally practical. But until you actually make the thing that the diamond is used for, what fucking good is it other than it's pretty? I don't know. So anyways, so that's the idea of labor value and how labor produces value. Like, you cannot have value without labor. And again, I'm not against small businesses, or even big businesses. If you're a big business, but you pay your employees not a sustenance wage where they can barely get by, but like kind of be able to afford food and maybe save a little money, but like a living wage where people can live and they can fucking pay their rent no problem, and they can save money and they can afford food and medicine if they need it, then I have no fucking issue with that. I have no issue with that. I don't think people should have to pay for anything, really. I think people should be given food and medicine and houses because we have more than enough for everybody. But if people are also just able to afford the basic necessities of life and then some, if they're working, then that's totally fucking fine. But the whole concept of work and being able to live is a whole nother video. So, yeah, peace.